it's actually been a couple weeks since I recorded that little intro bumper thing, but I'm home now, trying to get caught up with the YouTube stuff. So the first thing I did when I was at NAB was on Sunday night, we went to a Tokina Cinema Prime Lens event where they showcased, I think, 3 or 4 different short films on the new Tokina Cinema Prime lenses. Those things look amazing. Hopefully we'll get my hands on some of those once I can, probably the EF lens version. Do some little tests, do a few videos here for the YouTube channel, so excited to check out those. Then on Monday, my 5 favorite things that I saw were, number 1, we saw the Small HD Focus, which is a little, it looks like the 502, like a little bit bigger than your phone. It's an LCD screen, but it actually sits on top of your camera, and it can swivel either to face you, like if you're doing a vlog kind of setup like this, or to, if you have it at waist level, you can kind of see what you're doing, as well as, facing back towards you if you're just filming regular. Super bright. I think it's around 800 nits, so we were using it out in the bright daylight. We could see it pretty well, and that thing is going to sell a lot, I think. One of the coolest things was that it has a way to actually power a Sony camera as well. So if you're using like an A7S II, an A7R II, an A6500, 6300, something like that, where maybe you're vlogging and you need more battery life and you need a screen that you can actually see, that is a perfect thing for someone in that position. One of the next things we saw on the show floor was the Atomos Sumo, which is a 19-inch monitor that can take different feeds in. I believe it can record as well. It can do HDR playback, and it's a pretty amazing monitor. I would use that maybe on set when I'm filming so I can see multiple angles at the same time. Potentially you could record them at the same time as well. Then when you're back home and you're doing color correcting, color grading, you get a really good image out of that monitor as well. So the Atomos Sumo is something that I want to test out as well after seeing it in person, and hopefully I get my hands on one of those to try too. The next thing we checked out was the Manfrotto booth, where both Devin Graham, or Devin Supertramp, and Matt Workman of Cinematographer Database were kind of hanging out and showing off the new Nitro Check counterbalance tripod heads, which looked pretty cool. They're definitely an upgrade from the 502 HDs that I used from Manfrotto, especially as you get heavier cameras and things that need to balance as you pan and tilt, and you don't want them to like slowly go back to being straight up and down. You want to stay wherever you just tilted the camera to. So might end up getting some of those, or at least trying them out as I start to use bigger camera rigs. My 4th favorite thing I saw on the first day of NAB there on Monday was I stopped by the KinoFlow booth, because my main lights that I have are these KinoFlow 401 Diva lights that are fluorescent tube based, and I love them because they put out a lot of light and they're really soft, beautiful light. But if you dim them at all below like 80 or 85%, you get a weird like magenta or different like hue and tint to them. So pretty much just always put them on full blast, and then I modify the light, bounce the light, diffuse the light, whatever. So they have these new LED panels that can do the whole RGB spectrum, which is pretty awesome. And you can also program and dial in specific gels and looks, and you can use like an iPhone app to get a specific color out of it. So this is kind of a trend at NAB. As LED lights get more popular, they're also switching to be able to do red, green, and blue in whatever color you want, which I think is great, because you don't always want to just have like daylight or tungsten balanced lights. So excited to try out different versions of that, and the KinoFlows were one of them. I know Westcott has now flex lights that also do red, green, and blue, but I didn't happen to stop by Westcott at the show to see those. And lastly, the 5th thing I saw at NAB day number 1 was I went to the Aperture booth, where they have a bunch of different cool things, but specifically I was looking at their lights, both the 120D and their new 300D. Hope to get my hands on those as well to test them out after seeing them in person. So that's it to wrap up day 1. I kind of took a different approach to NAB this year. I know last year we filmed some interviews at different booths and with different people and tried to make a bunch of content for the channel. This year, I kind of wanted to just experience the show a little bit, spend more time in conversation with companies, with people that were there, other YouTubers, other filmmakers, and kind of not have that camera on me, and like trying not to cover the event, because there are a lot of other places that do that really, really well. No Film School makes over like 100 videos each NAB with all the newest things that are out there. They do a great job. Think Media TV, they do a pretty good job here on YouTube as well of like what's some of the newer stuff, especially for the YouTuber kind of level, as opposed to No Film Schools, like kind of like the filmmaker, cinematographer, making short films and movies level. So I didn't really want to cover it this year this way. I don't know what I'm going to do next year at NAB, but I kind of liked just being there, being in conversation, trying things out, being hands-on, and not feeling like we had to cover the event and show you all the latest stuff. So we'll see what I do next year. In the next video, I will talk about the top 5 things I liked in day 2. But until then, you know, just enjoying sharing some of this stuff, and been super busy with client projects and things. So still gotta make time for the YouTube, so I gotta make time to share with you guys what I've been working on, what I've been testing out, what I've been trying and using to run my business. So I enjoy YouTube. Gotta just stay on top of it though, because it's really easy to get behind and not put out a video, just like this one is a little late. So next video will be my next top 5, and I'll see you guys in that one.